Oh yeah. Take that a little off the top. Oh, I didn't see you come in. For all things Halloween, this is hauntformer, and the eyes of a weary nation turn once again to moi. So I can do another spooky unboxing for you all. Now, you may or may not know that there has been an ad going around with my face plastered all over it. Some people think it's a scam. It's not a scam. It is a legitimate ad from the kind folks who sent me this very box over at Deja Boo. You get it, like deja vu? Like, you know. Anyway, Deja Boo, incredible company who are making some of the best top-of-the-line masks that you can get this Halloween. They're the creative powerhouses behind a lot of the original Morbid Enterprises stuff, and so it excites me that they're still going strong. Thank you, Deja Boo, for once again sending me some incredible masks. A lot of their masks are sculpted by Jordu Shell, who is maybe one of my favorite Halloween sculptors, which is a sentence that most people probably have never uttered in their life, their favorite Halloween sculptor. Usually we're talking about, you know, favorite actors, favorite musicians. I have a favorite Halloween sculptor, and his name is Jordu. But this was sent to me, and last time we looked at a couple different masks. We saw an alien. Sorry, the unboxing section of this video is largely off screen, but I do promise it's here. There's this tape. My enemy is a well-packaged box. Okay. So. Whew. Okay, do you remember, no, not, scoot over a little bit, do you remember how I said that Deja Boo are the creative powerhouses behind a lot of the golden age of Morbid's stuff? Well, this first mask is so indicative of that. I don't have any space here, I'm gonna have to make space. Can you see this guy? Does he look familiar? It's Spazm. Although I think they gave him a different name. I believe he's called Insomnia, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's actually right here. Insomniac. Okay, I was pretty close. And I think the reason for that name change, I don't know if maybe there's a copyright thing with Morbid. I don't know how all that works. But what I'm guessing is, it's because Spazm, the prop, it inspired, or at least was used for the creepypasta, The Russian Sleep Experiment, hence Insomniac. Now, actually, this is funny. I did not even prepare for this, but I always have Spazm on hand because he's one of my faves. Here's Spazm, and here's his mask. So clearly some differences. I mean, you have to take creative liberties, but the original Spazm was sculpted by Jordu, and I would gamble that this is probably also sculpted by him too, which if that's the case, this is maybe one of my favorite family portraits. Well, let me set Spaz down. Let's take a look at the Insomniac. You know, I'm trying to take out the fact that this is the Spazm character, who is one of my favorite props that I own. But even taking that aside, this is such a great character. You know, a lot of masks are usually of monsters, of ghouls, of witches. It's harder to sculpt a mask that's a human face, the human likeness, because monsters can get exaggerated. This, you have to stick to the proper specs, proportions, whatever you want to call it. But it's absolutely nailed here, and it's still, while it takes its liberties with being a mask, it still is very reminiscent of the Spazm likeness and the Russian Sleep Experiment. Of course I'm going to try it on. Oh, yeah. That is sick. As both a classic Morbid fan, as a Creepypasta fan, and as a Mask fan, this is like a holy grail item for me. This is so exciting. Thank you, Deja Boo. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna move on. I saw a lot more masks in the box, and we need to get to them. Oh! Okay. This is one that I saw them sculpting for quite some time, and this is right up my alley. Can you see that? This is great. I want to get the name right. This is Monkeypox. Oh my gosh. Like, you don't have to take my word. You could. I mean, thank you if you do. But you don't have to take my word for these masks. You can just look at the thing, and it speaks for itself, really. Like, look at how detailed it is. Look at the great paint job. Every boil is pus-filled. This is so good. I love them teeth. It does, obviously, it takes its liberties. It reminds me a bit of Gordy from the movie Nope, if you saw that, the Jordan Peele film. But it also reminds me of those caged monkeys, or the chimps or whatever, from the opening of 28 Days Later, which is the zombie virus infection outbreak movie. Great movie, by the way. Great zombie movie. But let's try on Monkeypox. Oh, yeah. And you know what I'll say, too? One, this is scary. And two, this goes with number one. I just find monkeys very freaky. They're one of the freakiest animals to me. Now, don't get me wrong. They can be very cute, very sweet. Those little capuchin monkeys are like little angels. But when a monkey goes crazy, they are very scary. Awesome. And there's a lot of versatility. This could just be an infected monkey. This could be a zombie monkey. This could be an experiment thing. There's a lot of versatility to this character. Wonderful mask. Wonderful. Okay, we got to keep going. There are more masks in the box. I see at least two more. Okay. Third on our list. I believe I've seen this guy on their social media, which you should totally follow. They have some cool stuff. You might even see yours truly on there. Who knows? This third guy, this one is called Grimore. And Grimore, just from the look of him, he reminds me of an old school, like, Morbid Enterprises prop that you might see. I don't know exactly what Grimore's supposed to be. If I had to take a gamble, I'd say somewhere between alien and demon. Which is good, because, again, the versatility of masks are important. Because from year to year, you might want to be a different creature. You might have a different theme going on. Monsters like these are great for that. And something I will say about these masks is that they're very spacious. Can you hear what I'm saying? They're very spacious. They're very spacious. Those first two masks, extremely easy to see out of. This one, because the dome's so big, I'm gonna have to put maybe like a cushion in there to get a better eye line. But the slits are actually pretty big, but it doesn't affect the sculpt, which is very important in the mask world. Grimore. I don't know what he would say. You can throw in, you know, dub it in right now yourself. Here, are you ready? Are you okay? All right, you did it. You got the bit. Okay, Grimore. Now, last but certainly not least, is, I see the tag. Contagion. Contagion. Oh! This is one they've advertised quite extensively on their social media. It's because this is a kind of new interpretation of the Plague Doctor. Very bird-like. Take a look at Contagion. And as you can see, there's a red skull on the forehead of the mask. And then you got this great detail all throughout. The paint is great. This is a very steampunk is kind of the vibe I'm picking up. And there are a lot of steampunk cosplayers, people that do steampunk for Halloween. This one's for you guys, so shout out. If you didn't know, plague doctors had this big old snout. They put flowers in there so they wouldn't smell, you know, the rotting flesh of the dead. It's pretty sick, actually, but it's become such an iconic thing. Let's try on Contagion. This one's the snuggest out of the four. They definitely didn't make bird noises while they did their thing. But there you have it. Contagion. Quite a cool character. All of these are so we're gonna bring them all in for our last family shot. So stay for 2 seconds. I want to bring them all in because all of these, again, the workmanship, the craftsmanship, the sculpts, and the paint, they all speak for themselves. The quality is also good. This is not a like thin latex. This is a very thick rubber, as you can see. Boom, boom. These are so cool. All of these are great. I mean, I gotta hand it to them for sending me the Spazm, aka the Insomniac, because obviously I love that, and I've wanted this one for a while, ever since I saw the pictures. Great masks all around. Deja Boo, thank you for sending me another assortment of your lovely masks, and this is just some of them. They have even more online. I'll put a link in the description. Please check them out, because absolutely incredible. For being like the new ghoul on the block, so to speak, they're crushing it. I mean, part of me wants these to be like in nationwide stores, but then also I feel like there's a stigma of like, oh, if it's in every big box Halloween store like Spirit or Party City, is the quality still there? I still think there are quality masks in the store, but you really cannot compete with stuff like this, right? No, yeah, my thoughts exactly. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer.